ICE has at least 30 people in custody tonight after a raid at a Kings Mountain factory. They believe that number could increase as they continue their investigation into the allegations of identity fraud and undocumented workers. Tonight, we're looking into what happens next for those taken into custody. Thanks for joining us for Queen City News at 10. I'm Brian Blakely. Now, officials say they're processing those employees of Buckeye Fire Equipment taken into custody at yesterday's enforcement operation. Queen City News reporter Shakira Speaks talked with an immigration lawyer about the next steps for those being detained.
Put us in a little room for a whole hour. We were waiting, and that's when they lead us outside. From the picture that I showed you, that's when they were checking all of us, they were asking us questions like, are you a U.S. citizen?
Eric Pinion wasn't expecting to see men in masks and guns wearing Immigrations and Customs Enforcement badges at his job at Buckeye Fire. On Wednesday, personnel from the Federal Homeland Security and Justice Departments worked in tents, conducting on-site interrogations with undocumented immigrants working at the plant.
In and of itself, employment rates aren't absolutely new, but we just hadn't seen them in a while. We just haven't seen them in this administration. We didn't see them in the last administration. So now that we're seeing this, we're really seeing the effects in the economy.
ICE statistics showed there have been more than 26,000 arrests this year, with nearly 67,000 immigrants put in detention centers.
Once ICE detains someone, they usually go to like a holding facility, or a small jail. So in this case, it's we're seeing at least some of these people that were detained going to Alamance County Jail, just kind of like a holding cell or holding jail, and then eventually to an immigration detention center.
Then they're fingerprinted and booked. Agents then check each person's criminal history to determine where they go, released for a later appearance in immigration court, or transferred to another facility, or deported.
What we are seeing now with the trend is that they're not letting anybody go. I mean, you either need a request bond or you're going to be detained. So that's also something that's somewhat new with the Trump administration.
Lima says, as a general message, attorneys are encouraging the Latino community members to be cautious right now.
First thing that you need to have is have somebody designated to be able to contact an attorney. Yes, you have a right to an attorney, but one is not provided to you. With immigration, one isn't provided to you. They will always either be from an organization.
In Kings Mountain, Shakira Speaks, Queen City News.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.